regarded as assault on an emergency worker of Section 4A Public Order. I know what they're like. Formerly known as, yes, now I won't say that in public, it's sensitive information. Yeah, fine, thank you. I was talking, I guess what I was talking about when I said about sensitive information.
Sensitive information?
My trans status, I'm now Marcella.
Marcella? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
indeed. So let me guess.
I've not seen you for a long time. Do you remember me?
No, but I do remember your collar number, 7478, and I put you on... Yes, stated it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. 2016, that was the thing. That's how a long
I've seen
memory.
you for a long time. I'm glad you're well.
Yeah, indeed, thank you.
Marcella now, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Bye.
Alright, take care.
Yes. The police, so I will say, is I'll no doubt be seeing the police at some point in the future for future big police video, where all I will say is and film a video we know will provoke a police response. I shouldn't even say that, in fact, because there's probably a police officer. In fact, there no doubt is a police officer or police staff member. Like, no, I can't say it. Antisocial behaviour. You have to tread so lightly. But shout out to a particular PCSO from the Norwich Operational Partnership team. You know who you are. PCSO 8548, and there you're. Now, here's the initials which are funny. BS. This is what I call taking the PISS. This is the ultimate audit. I'm going to stand in front of these coppers and beg for money while I see how lenient they are. Can't that make a joke about the specials? They're more like the police of Amsterdam than they are the police of Norwich. I say to use the Dutch word, to have it correct. The Dutch for police, I think, is police. Funny enough, it spells like polite. But for an I between the T and E, I think, anyway, I'm not sure on my Dutch. But we're basically very relaxed, so I can take the PISS. It. This is going to be an ultimate audit. How much can I get away with? And that, no, not really. I said it in a way that was just making me out to be stupid. Oh, I'm not really out to see what I can and can't get away with through misbehaviour. Can't help but humour. I have other methods of doing that than live on YouTube. That reminds me of when I met a police officer in London. Now, this is like a comedy show. I actually met a police officer in London who saw me applying to, like that lamppost there, a Palestine action sticker. And the hilarious part was the reason why he told me, please don't do that again, not in front of us anyway. That turned out the part of me, what made it necessary for him to stop and speak to him wasn't the fact that I just technically caused like a fiver in, or I'm not going to estimate values, it'd be silly, some damage to public property, which technically I did, was the fact in front of him. It's one story. It's tolerated in London anyway. Don't try it elsewhere. To stick your protest stickers onto public property like the lamppost, as long as it's not done in front of a copper. Oh my god, my phone is alarming, I think, something. I got to... Oh, come on. Shout out to Richard Barnard. You know who you are. Shout out to Yuppie. What do you mean 6:36? This is an old message. It's now 00:10 on the next day. But yeah, the funny thing is, if a crime is now tolerated, if not done in front of a copper, I'm actually going to do an audit in which I can see how far I can push some minor law-breaking shenanigans. I'm talking statutory misdemeanors, not serious stuff that could get tried or sentenced in the Crown Court. Like not even smoking a bit of ganja in public, not even that seriousness. Yeah, no, the police often treat it as if it were just someone we only slap on the wrist.
Yeah, on the
like Section 5, but after your first few occasions being caught, what will happen is they'll say, unfortunately, we've given you your cannabis warning and £90 PND. Since we still have, we'll run you through and say, since you have data on the system that indicates that, they'll say we can't deal with you with another PND. Procedure is, I think, either a VA and a caution will likely be offered depending on the circumstances, either simple or conditional, or if that can't be done, an arrest is made and you get charged or you get charged to court. I don't remember the law by heart, but still. Or even how police practices, but I've left the marijuana at home, and it's in liquid form anyway, so I'm obviously not going to test that kind of stuff out. I have no intentions of explaining my actions to the jury. Like, seriously, it's just too nerve-wracking. I mean, silly stuff that could only be tried in the magistrate's court, and pretty much so lenient, so silly, you're practically guaranteed to get a fine at the most. I want to actually go to different places and see, not in front of a copper, but in an area with monitored by CCTV, what can I get away with? That'd be funny. Then, of course, by the time the cops come, I'll probably come in their blue lights and sirens, be spottable a mile away. Of course, cease committing the offence, and we see how things are from there. I remember when some PCSOs didn't know the law, and just watched me stick stickers on at the Good Packing Company in Tamworth. Police arrived. The owner was spoken to over the phone. Want to check. You actually just want me to leave? You don't want me to go to court or the police station? I'm like, no, just go away. Which was hilarious because they're basically admitting we don't want to have our business and anything that might be brought up by a defence lawyer or put to us in cross-examination. I think what it is, they knew they were in the wrong legally. They know their actions are indefensible. If they go to court and end up being put to proof under oath of all the claims they'll be making, like we're a lawful company selling lawful goods for lawful purpose, they know they'll end up getting basically, let me put it this way, they'll end up regretting it because then all their dirty business and their dirty work will then be exposed to the public. The case probably reported on, they'll get labelled by the media as a bunch of criminals, and public pressure will be all-time high to shut Elbit down. For the record, I'm not part of this organisation, Palestine Action, but it does make you wonder if Staffordshire Police thought they witnessed an offence, why they didn't just take action. It's beyond me. Again, because they're very tolerant there. Just not in front of a copper, or one of these guys, for that matter, or even in front of a special. Do not confuse with a PCSO. But you can in front of a PCSO in Staffordshire, and well, I can't go on to whether you can or can't for Norfolk PCSO, because, there's no viewers, so I'll just tell you the answer. I was going to put to you an instant quiz question, where actually, technically, the answer is you can't do it in front of a PCSO in Norfolk. It's impossible. Why? No viewers. Because there are no PCSOs in Norfolk. I riddled you. Oh my goodness. I'll just ask the cops a question.
Yeah, that's right. All the coffee the gear, guys.
Hello, guys. Can I ask, how tolerant are you?
You nuts? How tolerant are we? We're quite tolerant, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's in how much crime can I get away with before I get nicked?
Yeah, buddy, why would you get nicked? I've not seen you for a long time.
Good question.
So-
Section 24 pace, if an offence is committed and it is necessary to make the arrest, I think, and lawful, of
Well, you'd
course.
have to commit an offence, wouldn't you? So,
I mean, if I were to commit an offence, what would
we'd have to deal
happen
with
if,
it.
say,
It doesn't mean you'd be arrested, so...
I get my bike... Let's imagine that's an Elbit factory there. We're not at an Elbit factory.
We're not, let's not do hypotheticals. We're not going to
Yeah.
spend the time talking about hypotheticals.
You've known us for quite a
You've known
while.
us
Yeah.
for
We
a
know
long
you.
time, so
Yeah,
You're just out having a,
Yeah, indeed.
doing your thing, and we're out doing our thing, aren't we?
yeah. May as well just, if you want to see what I mean about Palestine action, just look up Palestine action. You might worry about hypotheticals, you'll be able to see actual incidents, which is funny.
There won't be any actual instance. You'll have to-
Hopefully not violent. I mean actual incidents of just damage to property,
Oh,
mostly.
right, okay.
It's
The other key
funny.
things of a constable to prevent damage to property.
Oh, he didn't mispronounce it, did he?
I'm not recording you on.
Hello. Okay,
you go.
can I ask you the main question now? That is, where do you confiscate all the marijuana from? Want someone that's stoner tolerant, please?
Where do we confiscate?
Yeah, which club do you come out with the biggest lot of marijuana in the evidence
licensing, not
locker?
us, mate. You have to put an information request in.
Yeah.
Put a request into the force for that. So
Yeah.
Don't give us that information.
We're not
Indeed.
important enough for that.
Which club would you recommend?
Which club would I recommend?
Yeah.
Which one I'd recommend?
Yeah.
What kind of music? Yeah, what's the music?
Oh, yeah, what? I like the gay one. I'll go there. Thank
The
you.
loft.
No, the other gay one, because the loft isn't even gay. It's straight with a gay
is it not?
flag.
Oh, right, okay.
Loft is open, just in my view. There's too many toxic, drunk, straight people there, so I don't like
Okay,
it.
yeah. So you don't feel that one's as... Where would you go? Which one do you...
Oh, I don't know the name of it. Fetch.
Yeah.
Fetch.
The one just down there, yeah.
It's open since
Yeah.
Thursday, is it?
Yeah, I think it is open
Yeah.
on Thursday anyway. But
Yeah.
that one's better. Is it? You find that better than the loft?
Good question. I don't know. I haven't
don't
been
know?
yet. Unfortunately, my mate Dale is... Fortunately, in fact, my mate Dale is not here. And talking what I was about to go on to, bail conditions, you may be aware that previously, before my early surrender date, that's what I call early plea hearing on the 14th of March, Norwich Magistrates Court, I had a bail condition not to be on this road after 9 PM, but it's now been lifted.
Good.
Yeah.
So you're allowed to be here.
Yeah, as long as I behave, which I'll make sure to.
Fine, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. And
It's been a long time since I've seen you.
yeah, and before you ask, I left all the marijuana at home.
Like to hear. You still have your marijuana scented vape? I remember you used to show me that.
Oh my god.
You still have that?
Yeah, it's from the days like you pretended not to see or
Yeah.
smell it. That's what I call being a very special constable.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. See what you did.
Yeah. Yeah, tolerant like the Dutch. Policing is necessary, but not too much.
At least by consent, isn't it?
Indeed. Thanks. No, I don't. I do have. I don't have that vape anymore because it fell apart. But I have another vape, but I don't use it anymore. I use liquid cannabis oil, which I did buy with a legal license, but I'm using off prescription, which I think is a civil matter anyway.
Definitely not, I think, anything that we need to worry about with you this evening.
Indeed, because it's at home anyway. Thank you for being tolerant.
Intolerance? Oh, being tough. We said intolerant. I can't.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
wow.
Thanks for correcting me,
That's
Sergeant. Don't worry, I'm not gonna jump from behind and abuse you.
I'm sure you will.
That's me making a role reversal. Because that's what happened to me once in London when I was filming the police there. Police decided to approach from behind, push me towards the wall and detain me for a search.
Oh. Well, none of that here.
Indeed, because you know me.
Indeed, you do.
Oh my god, yeah.
Many years now.
Yeah, I must say, I do know a prank that is funny though. Like, it's your specials, I assume you have a day job. Imagine your day job, you assume you work in office, you take your colleague's stapler out the desk, you want to prank them. What do you do to prank them that won't get you fired?
Not a lot. It's like, you used to get yourself fired these days.
Oh, you would, yeah. I would say,
What do you do?
you know what? I would realise I've just misappropriated someone else's property with the intent of causing criminal damage. Then I would realise my mistake, put the stapler back, and hope the police aren't called.
Well, that sounds like good.
Yeah, guess what criminal damage I'd be planning on doing?
What have you done?
Put it in the jelly.
Realise it was jelly and gold.
Jelly and steak.
Stapler.
From your 25 documentary.
No, I'm doing a YouTube video.
You still have your channel?
Yeah, indeed, and you're live on it. Would you like to see the proof?
No, that's alright, I believe you.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt it.
Indeed.
No, you're happy.
Indeed. Yeah, I was referencing The Office US in particular.
Oh, right, okay. I haven't seen that.
Indeed.
Brewdog? Yes.
Brewdogs must be closed. It's past midnight.
Yeah, it won't be open anymore, will it?
Precisely. Hell, even on Saturday it closed at 2 a.m. anyway.
Yeah, it's never open too late, is it?
No, it ain't. I remember when I used to went on holiday to Amsterdam, a very tolerant weed there, but back then smoked it in the pipe. I'd walk around Amsterdam all the time smoking it, even though you only meant to inside the coffee shop, even in front of the copper, they
They were
didn't
alright about it, were they?
care, correct, they were perfectly okay with it.
Was they happy?
Yeah.
Billy, go. Bring your list, shall we go? Yeah. This is Canute here.
Anglo.
Is that
I'm out of space, Holland, but I don't mind. I think he just mispronounced the C word. Let other people make a fool of themselves.
Richard, bring your carrier bag. Bring your carrier bag and go to this.
That's a good one. Crimes I would carry out if I worked in an office. Probably criminal damage to the stapler, namely sticking it in the jelly. I must say, in the event your stapler gets put in the jelly, guess what you're meant to do?
What?
Eat it out. You're not meant to just take it out because there are people starving in the world, which David Brent
Don't waste
hates,
food, do it.
and so does Michael Scott. And I think you best go. He ain't signalling to you.
Oh.
So I misunderstood.
No, you're right.
And which I hate, and it's a shame for good food of that kind to go to waste.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, say quoting pretty much lightly paraphrasing what both David Brent and Michael Scott said. Talking that, I'm actually referencing both the Office series, UK and US. That's the joke. A stapler's dirty and been covered in God knows what. Seriously, don't eat it out if it happens to you. It's still funny.
Yeah, Office is very funny.
Yeah. Yeah, until one day, here's a good scenario. You turn up to work. Now let's imagine, it's your day job. You turn up to work. You hear the safety officer step outside, apparently for a cigarette break. The door closes behind him. And next thing you know, without any warning at all, you see smoke coming under the door. And then you have to feel the door. The obviously all hot and you can't get out. Guess how you would feel and what you would do.
a bit worried.
Precisely. You know, guess what I'd probably do?
What would you do?
Probably panic.
I think most people would if there was a fire.
And they were trapped with no way of getting out.
Yeah, that's the worst bit, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's what happened in The Office US once. That episode's called The Office US Fire Drill on YouTube. Oh, yes. I must say though, I'll show you the vaporizer. Let me guess, it was empty, wasn't it?
Yes,
Indeed. No evidence, no crime.
on comedy shows? I think the last time I saw you was at a comedy show, do you remember?
Oh, were you off duty then?
Yeah, it was down at Carrow Road. Do you
Oh
remember?
yeah, I
It was a long
remember.
time- it was a long time
Because the
ago.
funny thing is, pretty much everyone saw me in that crowd because I used to laugh really loudly.
Yes.
Ah!
Comedy show, innit? You got to laugh.
Yeah, indeed. That's me doing the impression of myself laughing. Can't help but make a bit of a joke. Thank you, bye.
You're off now.
Yeah.
Take care,
Why did the protester steal the handcuffs so they could lock on? Well, it would work well. If you steal the key, the officers have a backup key, and if you manage to steal a backup key, they'll just call for more cops, and you'll get charged with even more crimes.
Get a fucking life.
Hey, that's some professional, pure gold man.
I'm just saying, like, I need someone to hold my hand.
Excuse me. Oh, piss off. Hey, am I okay to join you or do I have to get a life? Indeed, as long as I don't violate any privacy. Thank you for that.
Should have known you a long time, I think, so
Yeah,
we all know the score.
yeah, indeed. That is the law according to the rules, strike case route. Guess what? I did GCSE psychology, and guess what my GCSE psychology teacher told me to do, and I kept quoting The Office US and other inane things.
What's that?
Marcus! Thanks for that! Focus! You won't know her because she wasn't from this force. She used to be a member of staff in Met Police. She was going to be an officer. Or is it a constable if you're not a, yes, inspector? I think,
So everyone's a constable.
Yeah.
He's an inspector.
yeah, I understand, thank you. I mean, what I'm
So, yeah,
trying
you
to
know
say,
that.
is a constable or sergeant police officer? Are they just a constable sergeant?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, they kind of use both terms, don't they, really, but interchangeably. It's still the office is constable. Everyone is, you're employed as a police officer, so it's, yeah, it's...
Indeed, thank you.
Do you live in Norwich still? Or are you,
I don't live in Norwich.
That's all.
I live in
You
Wyndham.
live in Wyndham?
Yes,
You always lived
since 2001, so a long
It's quite
time.
yeah, it's a long
Yeah,
time.
even though not literally always. And yeah, Pauline Mercer used to be police staff in the Met Police. Didn't want to go, how to put it, be a police officer because she didn't like having to address the inspectors and above a sir or ma'am, which is fair.
Yeah, Sir Omar. Inspector
Yes.
Omar.
And you know what I do if I were a police employee, because I disagree with that. Guess what I do to game my way around that rule?
What do you do?
Well, I wouldn't be so much gaming my way around it as complying with it twice in every response. Personally, I would say sir before and after every response, or ma'am, just like they do in the US Marine Corps back in the days of Full Metal Jacket. So like Gunnery Sergeant Hartman in the US Marine Corps introduced her and said,
Jacket, yeah.
indeed, this is not someone like from now on you'll speak anyone spoken to, and the first and last words out of your filthy sewers will be sir. You maggots understand that? Guess how the recruits replied. Indeed, that's what I do as a way of protesting law. I comply with it so stringently it would end up getting abolished, or at least people would give me funny looks. A way of having a bit of fun. I'd just be a bit disruptive, you know, because why not? But not to the extent of setting stations on fire. Thank you. By the way, goodness, you tried to get pulled. Hello, officer. Shout out from Harvey Quinn. You're gonna write that down in your notebook for the in-town OPT. Thanks. That's what I like about the special. It's very tolerant. A bit like the politie in the Netherlands. Thank you, bye. Okay, it's fine, I'm not in Sigma Loft anyway. Okay, there they are, now gone. So, how about I now stand here and consider my decisions while crossing the road. That's actually nice. That way, I can avoid this if needed. Shout to Loft Security. I just thought I'd have a bit of fun with the specials, troll them a little to see what would happen. And that will, the Norfolk specials on Prince of Wales Road demonstrate the point. Policing's less bad when it's not paid TF2 for fun. You take a bit of a different approach. Doesn't mean that gamers don't have standards. It just means they do things a bit differently because they have different standards. Whereas when you pay, professionals have standards. Like when Sergeant David Allen writes you up for every little thing that you've committed, professionals have standards. Like literally, that's basically professional standards of police. Record everything, report to everyone, always be suspicious. That's the ABS of policing. ABC is always be cautious. Now, that's a better acronym anyway. Now I no longer need to get a life, I'm just filming myself. But the cops were not... Well, actually, okay, if you film with them, I say, trying to see what would happen. A bit of a social experiment, an audit, and they pass. I was being hilariously funny. Like, I was demonstrating how not to talk to officers you don't know. Like, I know what some officers are, I'll say, well, that's an officer safety concern. Like things like, oh, you're being a safety concern. Or a million other excuses just to make you comply with demands. But yeah, I have to say, they're nicer. Personally, I think all policing of that level should be voluntary, except for anyone who needs to be sergeant or above. Like, policing for money is basically, in my view, bad. Because you're paying someone to do a paid job, it involves having to meet targets, fill quotas, and follow orders. The advantage of if you just did specials is people would just withhold. If you try and force an army of specials, which are less hierarchical, to do something stupid, that if they won't comply, then what can you do? Nothing, apart from get rid of them. But yeah, my attempts at having a little bit of fun with the police, ended hilariously in everyone involved, except for a nightclub up there, partying. Except for something from Mantua, if I remember correctly, one of which called me a dunce and told me to get an effing life. But avoid Mantua, everyone. Like, clearly, management don't care how staff are behaving while being recorded. I don't think what would happen if I hadn't been recorded and been annoyed with me. But anyway, time to try lace. No, not lace, fetch. All I will say is the ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. And there aren't enough spaces on the lifeboat. The funny thing is, who would you save? Do you save accounting? How long are you open for?
Until about 2 o'clock.
Oh, never mind. Thank you. Oh, fuck. But now I'm going to have to head to the other gay bar because Okay, I'm not going to obey privacy. Oh, you know what? No. If I was to stick my camera at random people anymore, at least to avoidable arguments. I myself, of course, I can film.
Fucking ticket.
But I'm just going to object to that, I'm sure. So what I'm going to do is join the queue at Loft and see how okay they are. Fucking Loft, like that shit. I'm pretty sure Waterfront is closed at 11, so on a Thursday night, Loft is really my only choice. That said, there's another place to go if you want to spend the night. It's the police cells. And the funny thing is, no regular officers, they wouldn't have.
And I cracked my head open.
They wouldn't have seen the funny side, what I joshed around them with, but I got away with talking about so much, including my crimes.
Because he let me get my nose prick and the lock, he didn't come with me. I was by myself. I was by myself trying to hold Sarah.
That's exactly what I did. I shook her up.
Yeah, he did.
I shook her up.
He was looking forward to go to the gym.
Are you okay?
A little bit.
What was the onset? What was the character?
So,
Does it radiate? Can you tell me?
It doesn't radiate. It doesn't radiate.
I myself.
Nothing makes it worse, guys. This
So,
was the worst.
It's been a while.
I'm terribly sorry, I can't remember your name, mate. David, yes,
minutes,
we
uh,
met like literally the first day off. Yeah. Do you play for the football team?
Yeah, right.
I remember once wishing I could be a German. I can't use my criminal record. I haven't been on the Germany.
When is
This
it? Do you play on
cracked up as it used to be. Where's that sucks?
It's a massive game, it's a cup game, right? I mean, against the
I've not heard from many Germans. Plus, after you've heard a case, there's all sorts of restrictions on what you can reveal. If I was ever asked, if someone's a German, if that ever happens, I will just tell the truth in court and they'll say no. I'll just tell them. And I'll probably ask, prosecutors will probably say mass by asking questions like,
I did.
is it not the case that you openly don't like some laws and therefore not convict a defendant for breaking, like with smoking weed? And I've said openly, I'll never convict someone for smoking weed. The prosecutor puts me and say, damn right. I'll say, alright, not that, it's contemptuous. Say, yes, correct, I would never do that for personal use of marijuana.
I'll let you ask me.
Like certain aggravating factors, I might convict someone for selling it, but not for using it for personal use, ever.
I'm kidding. I'm fully kidding. You believe it?
If someone like that, someone more serious, I'm sure a prosecutor would ask other questions. I'm sure I'll be able to talk my way out for telling the truth.
Officer's went next to me. He's in there by now. He's in the plane, making selfies.
I look similar to the skeleton.
But for a good period, it won't ever be won't be selling in Germany for something like until 2028 anyway. It's not a problem I have to worry about for another 5 years. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to put the link in the description. I'm gonna have to, I think the best solution is to stop recording. I have to film something more exciting.
And then he compared me to the skeleton.
Then I'll do a donation link later, thank you.